So the wife puts her phone away after missing the Talokan origin scene in Black Panther and says, "I was paying attention." Oh yeah? Who's that? That's Nemo from Tallahassee. This week we're taking a look at Marvel Legends Namor. Namor's mother joins a cult while pregnant and drinks the Kool-Aid.
Oh, I'm so embarrassed I could die!
Hey, not before the rest of us.
Made from a vibranium-infused plant found underwater, the concoction was meant to counteract smallpox brought by the Spanish. Following their resurrection, the people of Talokan were unable to breathe on the surface and were forced to isolate themselves in the ocean.
Whoever sent this obviously has no idea about the physical limitations of life underwater. Well, might as well throw these in the fire.
The newly born child of this new civilization was a mutant with elf ears and wings that allowed him to fly without a single Red Bull product placement. Articulation, bruh. A ball and hinge gives you a full 360, up a good amount for flight and diving poses. The collar does get in the way a little bit, but it does go down a good amount and basically no tilt. A ball joint at the chesticles gets you a good left and right, but it does break up the sculpt. Can crunch forward that much, crunches back a little bit more, side to side. Ball and hinge gets you right around. A bicep swivel. Watch out for that bracelet, because it will slide down on you. You get a double jointed elbow that's pretty deep, and that collar is also loose, so just readjust that. Ball and hinges up that much. Hands rotate and hinge up and down. Legs kick up pretty well. Kick out to the side, even better. We got the upper thigh swivel hidden behind those shorts. A deep double jointed pinless knee. No boot swivel or articulation on his ankle wings, but his feet do hinge down, barely anything up, and rocks harder than your wingman.
Have you met Ted?
Hi, I'm Mary.
Accessories! Does this purse go with my bra, brah? Additional hands are most appreciated, especially given the gripping hand has a vertical hinge. You can even recreate that Talokan gesture. The cheap gold plastic gives the vibranium spear a gummy feel. So with increased prices on Marvel Legends, let's let them know that this cheap gummy plastic isn't going to fly. Go sit yourself. As the ruler of the MCU Atlantis, of course Namor can go sit himself. If you know of any diorama thrones, post them in the comments, brah. Can't have a Black Panther movie without the Black Panther cast. Here's Marvel Legends Shuri, the Build-A-Figure M'Baku with the borrowed hand from Fasto. Why was his name Fasto, by the way? Didn't the Eternals have a speedster? Shouldn't she be called Fasto? And to round up the cast, we've got the leader of the Dora Milaje, Okoye. Well, he's not the only leader. Here's Marvel Legends Valkyrie, McFarlane's King Shark with Mafex's Aquaman, and the late, great Black Panther, T'Challa. Let's add some light to how good head sculpts can be in this line with Marvel Legends Doctor Strange, Professor Xavier in his hover chair. I am Iron Man. Do you think it was Namor or Iron Man that was the missing member in the Illuminati? And lastly, men who don't seem to age, with Marvel Legends Druig, Thor, and Paul Rudd. Think unsexy thoughts. Think unsexy thoughts. The figure looks more like a vegan cyclist than the character, but that could be due to the professional wrestling belt that should be covering up his six-pack. The abs being stationary while the upper torso articulates is more jarring than a young Namor flying. A waist swivel much like the comic book Namor could have been useful. The loose vibranium bracelets are easily the worst part of handling this figure. Some gold paint could have gone a long way in the realism department, but at this price point,
I can do it myself.
The head sculpt having an expression that reflects the character would help with likeness, but I doubt Hasbro has that sort of reference material. I don't want to give the impression that I don't like this release. The recent gummy plastic for Marvel Legends accessories is an issue, but I'm happy to add this Namor to the collection.